Hi guys, I just wanted to record workout number 7. It's going to be less workout really today. It's going to be more connected to our breathing. I wanted to get a recording where I could be very close to the microphone so you could be very aware of my breathing. This is a mental, physical training program. The fascia, the soft tissues, respond to the thoughts. The fascia responds to fluids, and gases, and pressure and thought. The fascia responds to presence, being present with the fascia. Health is always present. So we want to bring our awareness of ourself, of our soft tissues, of our infinite nature. We want to come to that thought process in the present moment. That's done with breathing. The body has a natural breathing or rhythm to it. The in-breath is the oxygenation. It's a taking. It's a receiving of the gift of life. The human is a air-breathing being. Breathing air moves the fluids within the body, moves the fascia within the body. As we breathe and become present, we release the trapped, blocked emotions in the body and remove those habits and behaviors from our life. It's a change that happens in mind that reflects in the body. I need to change my mind in order to change what's going on within my body. If I want to reduce my body fat, if I want to reduce my pain, if I want to overcome a sickness, illness, disease, or lack or limitation in my life, whether that's financial or relational, it's like I have to start thinking not about what I have, but where I'm going, what I'm trying to create. I have to get creative and optimistic. The being creates as it breathes. The fountainhead of creation is the thoughts in the present moment. Each inhale and exhale is a sharing with your universe in each moment. So we have to become aware of our thoughts on a moment-to-moment basis. This practice is teaching you how to mentally and physically train yourself daily to get yourself into like a continuous expansion, a constant learning or growing in your life. It's like a child again. It's like we're looking and excited about the possibilities for ourselves. This is what we need to get back into our life, this enthusiasm, this optimistic, there's more ahead. It's like an optimistic view. Like my life isn't over. This problem isn't overcoming me. I'm not being beaten by this problem, but I'm going to grow beyond it. This is an expansive thought. And that expansive thought is lit, it is grounded from a center point within you. It starts in a center point within you, down in your root. And in your eye, in your imagination, that creative thought is sparked and the energy of life is drawn up through the center of the body with your inhale breath. As you breathe in, you pull it up. As you breathe out, you share it out into your life. The thoughts that you're thinking as you breathe are creating your circumstances for yourself. Uh, if you want to reduce your body fat, if you want to have less pain, it's that I need to stop thinking about my body fat and my pain, and I start to think about being leaner, stronger, and healthier and happier. I got to think about it. I got to speak about it. I got to talk about where I'm going. So I want to add thought. I want to include breath. I would definitely include a little bit more movement typically, but I really wanted to get seated and sitting with the microphone today and the breath. But I would add some movements, multi-dimensional movements, 3 dimensions of movement. I want to bend, I want to extend, I want to rotate the 3 segments of my body, get my body breathing, get my body excited, get my body invigorated. And then I want to come to my sort of thought process. I want to remind you that this is a thought process and a movement process. It's a mental and physical training program. That's thoughts, words, and actions, physical movement, and physical nourishment. A change in my physical nourishment and a change in my daily movement and a change in my daily thought process. My awareness needs to be becoming aware of my breaths. My inhale breath brings up my energy for the day. My exhale breath shares my energy out into my universe. My thoughts begin here and they reflect down here into the body. And then from my body, a vibration or a frequency is shared out into my life. I can change it all right here. This is the starting point of creation in my imagination, in my eye. I need to clear out the mucus and inflammation that's in the lymphatics of the brain. I want to drive oxygen into the brain. I want to invigorate the brain with hydrogen. We can do this with our imagination and our decision to turn on our inspired action or bring up the light within us today. Doing that with movement to set the body's hormonal systems, movements to set the body's mental systems, the chemistry within the body, the physiology of the body, changing it with gas, with oxygen, with breath, changing it with pressure by driving that oxygen back into the deeper tissues that don't normally receive that oxygen. And if I can reduce the acidic dehydrating elements rather than nervous stimulators like tea, coffee, espresso, depressants like alcohol, nervous system depressants, I want to use supplements that are affecting the endocrine system. I want to get out of the fight or flight of the nervous system. I want to stimulate my body through the endocrine system and natural plant herbs, electric elements that can bring up the frequency and vibration within the body just through relationship with them, just by putting them into your body. Changing the fluids, the fluid nature of the body, the hydration of the body, by changing my habits, my foods, my thoughts, my words, and my actions. It's a practice, it's a habit, it's a behavior, it's a lifestyle that can change our life completely, just by understanding some things a little bit more differently than what we have been taught, by what we know. It isn't what we know that's going to get us somewhere new. It's going to be something new that's going to get us something new. I have to learn something new in order to go someplace different. So it's not what we've heard before. It's got to be something different and new in order for something different to happen in your life. Got to be a change. It's got to be a change of life. I just want to give you some tools today. The in breath, the oxygenated breath, the out breath, the deoxygenated breath. That's the acidity. I want to push into that out breath. I want to push into that acidity. I want to push into that space that's in going into my lymphatic tissues and fluids and feelings that are not so nice. So I want to push into that space today. Like every day, there is some toxicity that needs to leave the body. It's mental, physical, emotional. It's poor feelings. It's poor thoughts. It's past actions. It's things that we cannot control. And we need to learn how to accept and forgive and move beyond. And think optimistically about a possibility of something new and different happening there. I'm using a 4-point thought process, a box thought process. You are mental, physical, emotional, spiritual being. If you can see the 4 corners of you, that you are masculine, mental and physical, masculine, and you are feminine, emotional and spiritual. And what is done to your masculine will reflect in your feminine. That if you grow in the masculine, you'll grow in the feminine. And if you shrink in the masculine, you'll shrink in the feminine. That if you grow physically and mentally, that you will grow emotionally and spiritually, correspondingly. And if you shrink physically and mentally today, you will shrink correspondingly, emotionally and spiritually. It's like we want to get expansive. We want to constantly be growing. We want to be in alignment with the nature. The nature is constantly expanding, constantly growing, constantly loving, constantly kind, abundant, unlimited. Right? So we want to recognize this part of ourself, the soul spirit part of ourself that is always healthy, always well, never afraid of anything. It's only the mind that gets afraid of things. It's only the mind that gets these negative responses to our life. Trauma has scared us all, and we all have some lack and limited worldviews that need to be removed, and they're blocking us and creating problems with our health, creating bad feelings or emotions stuck physically in the body, in the tissues, in the fascia. And we can get it out. We can do it with different foods, different movements, and different ideas in our mind. And I really want to get to this breath today and this breath exchange. And when I breathe in, I oxygenate. When I hold my breath, when I breathe in and I hold my breath, I drive that oxygen back into the tissues. And I want to hold my breath for 7 to 10 seconds. 8 seconds, I hold it. And then I'm going to breathe it out for 8 seconds. This is the deoxygenated breath. When I exhale, blow it all away. This is the acidic part of ourselves, the deoxygenated breath. This is where I need to go into, and I need to clean it up in here. I need to bring freedom into here. I need to bring light, love, joy, passion, gratitude. I want to bring a spark. I want to bring light into here. So I want to exhale and hold my breath again. Push into my deoxygenated breath and hold. Let's just use an 8 count today. But you could do it for 20 seconds or 30 seconds just for time and everything. Let's try to minimize that a little bit. I don't have my clock with me. I'm just going to try and sketch this out for you a little bit. It's a little bit of breathing and thinking. It's like a little bit of introduction to like a meditation. It's something you could do after your training, after your movement. It's something you can do in the bed once a week or every morning. You can start with some breathing. It's great for bed. It's great as you rise. It's great to bookend your day with the right thoughts, words, and actions. These things will help your tissues, help your mobility, help your energy, help you be a better person. It's taking a 4-point worldview. I want to touch all four points of you today. I want to begin with first just connecting to my breathing. Let's try 10 inhales and exhales, consciously watching the breath. That's one. That's two. That's three. That's four. That's five. I want you to continue for 5 more inhales and exhales, just like that, as I just explained to you. That your 10th breath, I want you to breathe in and I want you to hold it for an 8 count. And then I want you to breathe it all the way for an 8 count. And then I want you to hold again for an 8 count. I want to try that. So breathe in and hold. Let's just using a box breath, like an inhale for 8, hold for 8, exhale for 8, hold for 8. Just a box breath, but it's changing the pressure inside of the body. I'm going to change the pressure within the body, and I'm going to change the thoughts that I'm thinking at that time. So I'm just going to get present with thoughts like gratitude, peace, joy, love, freedom, kindness, possibility, infinity, abundance, prosperity, health, wealth, happiness, joy. Just getting these thoughts into our daily practice, our presence with these thoughts for the day, giving ourselves grace, gratitude for our life, personal approval, love for our mate, our other, and love for all others. Like if I can sort of touch all four corners of myself today, if I could do that in each moment, then I could create anything that I would want to with my health, with my wealth, or my happiness. If I could get that aware of myself in each moment and what I'm creating for myself in each moment. Let's just play with the breath a little bit. The 3-stage breath, a breath into the nose, into the upper diaphragm, a breath into the center diaphragm, a breath into the pelvic floor, the lower diaphragm, 3 breaths into the body, holding the breath, breathing it all the way and holding the breath again, changing, affecting the fascia, moving the tissues with the breath. 3-stage breath in through the nose, into the pelvic floor, up into the neck and shoulders. Breathing it all away. And staying in that deoxygenated breath for a moment. That's what needs to be cleared today. That's the acids. That's the poisons. That's what needs to detox. That's the negative feelings, the bad energy, the lethargy. That's what's holding us back. We've got to push into that daily. Move and breathe and push into that deoxygenated breath. A little bit of breath holding, expired breath holding in your day, a little bit of pressure holding within. That's your inner core to be able to hold it inside and drive pressure back into the body. The stronger your core, the stronger your fascia, the stronger, more resilient your tissues get from training, discipline, the more you can pull inside and change your inner strength and drive pressure back into those tissues, clean out the tissues, reduce the pain, get rid of the body fat with your breath, with your thought, with your intention in each moment, spending more time creating what you want and less time behind the 8 ball in your life, taking back control of your health and your wealth and your relationships. A 3-stage breath fills all 3 diaphragms. Holding the breath drives pressure back into the body. Exhale and hold the breath again, clears the acids that need to be cleared for the day. Let's try that one more time. Quick in through the nose. So now there's a 3-stage breath. It's a little bit of gas exchange, changing the oxygen within my body, driving with pressure, oxygenated air back into the tissues, cleansing the body for the day. Now, I also want to add some thoughts, some ideas to that breathing and that pressure exchange within the body. I could also add movements to invigorate and change the hormones and the brain chemistry. I can really turn my body on for the day, can release what's trapped and blocked within my body today. We can do that for ourselves every single day. We can train ourselves that way. We can change our body fat. We can change our aches and pains. We can change our relationships. We can change our production at work. We can become better in every single way. Every single one of us has that continuous expansion within us. I'm just going to add some thoughts now, some visualization to the breath work. It's going to do the 3-stage breath, and we're going to add this thought of gratitude. As we breathe it all the way into our deoxygenated breath, let's just try to envision being grateful for our lives, gratitude for what we have right now. Just accept ourselves, forgive ourselves, forgive everything, forgive everyone, and be thankful to creation, your God. Thank you for your life. 3-stage breath. Gratitude. Thank you. And then the second thought that I want to think into my day is a thought of self-approval. And I say, if you don't give yourself approval today, no one will give you approval, not even your children. It's like you have to approve of yourself. It's like you have to think you are good, even if something has gone wrong in your life, even if something isn't right about you in your life, even there's something that you don't like about yourself or your life, you've got to accept yourself, forgive yourself, forgive anyone. You have to give approval to yourself, kindness, love to yourself. It's like you have to receive it and allow it to be received. It's like you have to be present with it. You have to use your imagination to feel it come into your life. It's going to use a breath, a gas exchange, and a little imagination there. Self-love, receiving love for yourself. I am good. And so once you've received love for yourself, you've filled yourself with love, you've accepted yourself and forgiven others and thanked life for your life. So you've done these two major ideas for yourself. It's like you filled up your cup for the day. It's time now to give your love away. And your first task in order for giving love away is to your partner, to your divine other, to your lover. Everyone has another. Sometimes they've passed, they've died, or there's been a divorce or a separation, or I don't have my mate right now, but they are out there. Life always puts us in twos. There's a there's two within us. There's a mother and father within us. There's a left and a right brain within us. There's two within us. And life always gives us another as well. Maybe they're not in my space right now, but there is another. This is sort of an idea that there is always another that's to be with you. And if you already have a partner, I'm speaking to you mostly. But if you don't have a partner, this is like something that's there for you too. But to give a loving thought to your partner, kind of regardless of how things were last night or last week, or regardless of how things have been going right now, kind of regardless of what is, like, let's think about what we want to create with our mate. Let's think and talk about what's possible to create with a mate, idea, or a twin idea, or a union idea of two. It's like you can get into union with a lover or with another, or you could get into union even with a coach or a good friend, a relationship that you're choosing two people that you want to unify with, and you want to create something bigger and better together. And you can see something that you can create bigger and better together. There's so much more power for you to be united with another, and the potential of what you can create with another is enormous. And what you can do for yourself and the other together. So once you've filled your cup for the day, the next thought is to try to give love away to your other. You you get what you give. This give to your mate peace, wish peace, intend peace to your mate, intend joy to your mate, intend love to your mate, intend freedom and possibility. See your mate like on a stage as you exhale and give it away. Loving thought to your mate. Your greatest potential is to connect lovingly, intentionally to your mate. 3-stage breath. And the union energy that you make with your mate is the power that you need to propel yourself into a new level of health and wellness and joy. And it's the energy that your children need, your dependents need, your business needs, your future needs. everyone around you needs out of you. It's like what the world needs from you. It's your love and kindness that you want to share with everyone. It's the love and kindness that you want to share with everyone, the rich and the poor, the whites and the blacks, the Asians, the Indians, the Jews, the Christians, the Muslims, the Buddhists, and everyone else too. The men, the women, the sick, the healthy, the birds, the bees, the trees, the water, the sun, the light, the mountains. A thought of love and kindness for all. First, gratitude, then self-approval, self-love, then love for your divine other, and then love for all. It's a box breath, a 3-stage breath, and a 4-corner thought process about your life. It's a mental and physical training program that I used to fix, change, heal myself and my life. Let's do a 3-stage breath with love and kindness for all. Abundance, prosperity, health, wealth, joy be all yours.
Take my hand, see it underneath, feel so small. Wish we could say we'll never be. We could say we'll never be. But now the lights get low. Illuminate my soul. But now the lights get low. Illuminate my soul. But now the lights get low. Push into your deoxygenated breath every single day. Have yourself a super awesome, terrific day.